has been privileged over many of Allah's creations, and man has come into being from the word kun, which means to become. Adam and his wife, peace be upon them, are the first of people from whom we all have manifested. The billions of human beings present, the ones who came before us, and the ones who will after us. So many people, so many ideas, so many cultures, so many variations, so many things, simply from the kun of Allah. Let us sit down to think about this and try to wrap our minds around the exponentiality of us as creatures, superior to many, recognizing in essence the grip Allah has over us, our world, and everything else. Take the time to observe your own self. You must have thought what it would be like if you didn't exist, if you weren't living, if you weren't here. That thought gets as strange and mysterious as ever. But this is exactly how it was before you were born. You didn't know you'd be here. You didn't know how things would be. But then you did exist. Your awareness, your body, everything about you did become real for all to see. What if this never happened? If you didn't happen? Do you have any ability to reverse that? To change it? Can you go back and not be you and become non-existent? The reality is that you do exist. You're real, and everyone else is just as real as you. How is this working? Who's controlling this process of being and not being? Of you and all the other yous around? Who's the master, the controller? It is Allah, who is capable of everything your mind could imagine, and also that which it cannot. Not yours alone, but even that of all of humanity combined. Those billions of men and women who will ever walk earth. It is Him for whom all things are only less than a second to make happen, even faster. Such is God, the most powerful and wise, the all-hearing and all-seeing. The most merciful, the bestower of mercy, the king and owner of dominion, the absolutely pure, the giver of peace, the infuser of faith, the guardian, the witness, the overseer, the almighty, the compeller, the restorer, the supreme, the majestic, the creator, the maker, the originator, the fashioner, the great forgiver, the subduer, the ever-dominating, the supreme bestower, the provider, the opener, the all-knowing, the withholder, the extender, the reducer, the exalter, the honorer, the bestower, the abaser, the humiliator. The judge, the giver of justice, the utterly just, the subtle one, the most gentle, the acquainted, the all-aware, the most forbearing, the magnificent, the supreme, the exceedingly forgiving, the most appreciative, the most high, the exalted, the greatest, the most grand, the preserver, the all-heedful, the all-protecting, the sustainer, the reckoner, the most generous, the most esteemed, the watchful, the responsive one, the all-encompassing, the boundless, the all-wise, the most loving, the glorious, the most honorable, the resurrector, the all-witnessing, the absolute truth, the trustee, the all-strong, the firm, the steadfast, the protecting associate, the praiseworthy, the all-enumerating, the originator, the restorer, the giver of life, the bringer of death, the ever-living, the self-subsisting, the rich, the illustrious, the only one, the sole one, the eternal, the capable, the all-powerful, the omnipotent, the expediter, the promoter, the delayer, the very first, the infinite last, the manifest. The hidden, the supreme governor, the extremely exalted, the source of all goodness, the ever-pardoning, the avenger, the retaliator, the pardoner, the most kind, the master of dominion, the possessor of majesty and honor, the equitable, the just, the gatherer, the assembler, the self-sufficient, the resourceful, the enricher, the preventer, the distresser, the benefiter, the prime light, the guide, the infallible teacher, the forbearing, the extensively patient. galvanize mankind.